This presentation slide introduces our focus today, exploring the concept of the business environment, its various dimensions, and how we can use strategic tools like SWOT analysis to make better decisions. To understand how these concepts work in the real world, imagine a local business. Let's call it the Daily Grind coffee shop. They have a flawless product, a loyal staff, and a great location. But suddenly, for reasons they can't quite figure out, their profits start dropping fast. Looking at this next slide, we see the formal definition for why this is happening. Think of the business environment as the whole puzzle. It's the sum of all these factors, inside the shop and out in the economy, forcing an owner to change decisions. This environment is what we call dynamic and complex. It's like trying to play a game where the rules change every week. For our coffee shop, one day it's a new health regulation, and the next it's a viral social media trend that has everyone wanting iced tea instead of hot lattes. It's moving and messy, which makes things very uncertain. If the determined owner of the Daily Grind wants to survive, simply fixing the espresso machine won't be enough. They have to look up and start scanning the world around them. Here we have a diagram that breaks this complex environment down into two distinct layers, the microenvironment and the macroenvironment. Right at the center is the micro-internal environment. These are the elements happening inside the shop's walls, the specific management style of the owner, the employees on shift, and the workplace culture they share. Moving one step out, we find the micro-external environment. These are the direct relationships right outside the front door. The regular customers, the dairy farmers supplying the milk, and the rival cafe operating across the street. Then, we zoom out to the macro environment. These are massive, society-wide forces. Economic factors like national inflation dictate how much extra cash customers have, while social factors like changing demographics alter what people value. Finally, the macro layer includes technological innovations, like the rise of automation, along with the political stability of the region and the strict legal regulations that businesses must follow. A business owner can influence their micro layer by training staff or negotiating with suppliers, but they cannot negotiate with the macro layer. They can only adapt to it. To see how drastically the macro layer can shift, we only have to look back to the COVID-19 pandemic and the resulting lockdowns. This photograph of a permanent closed sign on a restaurant door shows the immediate existential threat this massive social change posed to traditional foot traffic operations like the Daily Grind. And this image of storefront health warnings illustrates the brand new legal and social dimensions owners suddenly had to navigate, including strict social distancing mandates and daily health monitoring. To navigate a crisis like this, businesses rely on a method shown on this slide called environmental scanning. It requires 4 continuous steps: collecting information, analyzing it, forecasting what will happen next, and responding. Applying these steps, the coffee shop owner collects the local news data. They analyze the facts and realize people still want coffee, they just want it delivered safely. From this, the owner forecasts a permanent boom in mobile ordering. This picture of delivery couriers lined up outside a restaurant shows the final respond step in action. The business pivots away from their dining room and adopts a delivery-centric model. Continuous scanning is the defining difference between a business that closes permanently and one that successfully identifies a new path forward. This slide breaks down a strategic tool called a SWOT analysis. It takes all the data gathered during environmental scanning and organizes it into 4 categories: internal strengths and weaknesses, and external opportunities and threats. Let's map the coffee shop's new reality. Internally, their high-quality bean roasting process is a major strength. However, their total lack of a delivery fleet or specialized drivers is a severe weakness. Externally, the high local demand for contactless delivery presents a massive opportunity for growth. But at the same time, a new corporate chain moving in down the street with a fast mobile app is a serious threat. This is where the strategy pays off. By seeing that external opportunity for delivery and admitting they have a weakness because they don't have drivers, the owner partners with a delivery app. While it doesn't make the rival chain disappear, it helps the shop level the playing field and keep its loyal customers. As this slide outlines, making a habit of evaluating your environment ensures legal compliance, encourages adaptability, and ultimately helps you build a long-term competitive advantage. This final activity slide gives you a chance to put this in practice. Break into groups and conduct your own SWOT analysis on a local business by identifying their specific micro and macro factors. Remember, Running a successful business isn't about controlling the world. It's about mastering